familiar with what is being asked? Okay. Here I go. Okay, so when I look at this problem, I think for one apple tree, I see that there are 8 evergreens. So for one apple tree, I see 8 evergreens. And I see 4 apple trees. For 4 apple trees, there are 16 evergreens. But I see some other stuff there, and I'm wondering if it's useful. I see that it says n equals 1 and n equals 2, and I wonder if it's useful, but I'm really not convinced that it is, because I think the picture is telling me everything I need to know. So I'm just going to kind of file this thought away over here, and maybe I need it later. I'm not sure. I'm also noticing that the trees always form a square. That's interesting. I wonder if that's useful. So how can I arrange this information that I know? Should I continue to draw this pattern? I think maybe not, because I can really see what the pattern is. So I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of value if I keep drawing it and it looks like a lot of work. I'm not going to draw it. I think I'm going to use a table. So I'm going to have the number of apple trees in my table. And I'm going to compare that to the number of evergreens. And I know that for one apple tree, I have 8 evergreens. And 4 apple trees are 16. And when I count the next one, when there's 9 apple trees, I see 24 evergreens. Okay, so the next one is also a square, so I know that there are going to be 16 apple trees, but I don't know how many evergreens, and I really don't feel like counting it. So I wonder. I see a pattern here, and I'm wondering, is the number of evergreens 16? Sorry, not 16, 32. Is the number of evergreens 32? I'm going to count it. And yeah, it's right. So I'm pretty sure I see a pattern, and I think that pattern is established. I can see that these are going up by 8s. And I'm pretty convinced that that pattern is going to extend. But I have a problem here, and my problem is when I look at this table, this is really nice, but these are not going up evenly. So what am I going to do with that? We're not increasing evenly. So what can I do here? Well, the picture number is going up evenly, so I think I'm going to add that to the table. I think that might help me. And I'm sorry I can't take this down. So this is n, or the picture number. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that might be helpful. These go up by 1s. This is a nice pattern. Okay, I know I've done all this work. I'm forgetting what the question is asking me. The question is asking me how many evergreens are required to protect 100 apple trees. This is a problem. And it's a problem because these are the numbers that are not going up evenly. So I need to know, excuse my table here, this, in order to find the number of evergreens. Well, luckily for me, I mean, I know these are squares, and that's actually easy to determine. I'm pretty sure that that's 10. So I know that's 10, and that might help. I'm also noticing that there's a really nice pattern between the number and the number of evergreens. The picture number, if I multiply by 8, I'm getting the number of evergreens. And that seems to work. So it should work here. So the picture number is equal to the number of evergreens times 8. This is a bit of a pain, so I'm going to assign it a variable. It's already assigned in the picture, so n represents also needs some sort of variable. So I've been using EG, so I'm going to continue to use that. Something isn't making sense here. I'm pretty sure I've made an error because when I'm doing this calculation in my mind, 10 equals the number of evergreens times 8 isn't reasonable. So I know I have a mistake. So this is actually wrong. It's actually the number of evergreens is equal to picture number times 8. And that's more reasonable. So the number of evergreens is equal to 10 times 8, which is equal to 80. So I think there are 80 evergreens needed. To protect 100 apple trees. I think I'm done. But I'm still not sure. I mean, I made a little mistake there, and I want to know if my answer is reasonable. So I'm going to look at the picture. And I'm picturing in my mind a 10 by 10 square of apple trees. And then I'm picturing in my mind if the number 80 makes sense in that picture for the number of trees around the number of apple trees. And I'm pretty sure that it does. So now I think I'm done.